Today we have lots to talk about. I've got some exciting news for you, as well as we're going to talk about door decorations, especially on Princess cruise ship doors. Also, some really exciting news coming out of Alaska. We've got news from Carnival Cruise Line, advertising, does it sway you at all, and lots more. So let's go ahead and get started. Hi there, this is Allison with Let's Go Travel Tips. Today is Saturday, it is March 9th of 2024, and let's start at the very top with our really exciting news. Our sweet little grandson was finally born last night. So I just wanted to let you know that he has safely arrived, his mom is doing great. They're still trying to figure out his name. They've got some ideas and are trying to decide what it should be. And so just wanted to let you know I sure appreciate all of you caring, for your prayers, and for your really kind thoughts, and thanks for asking us about him. So thanks again. Now let's start at the top and talk about Carnival for just a minute. Carnival made a big announcement regarding mobility scooters. Now, I know that there are a lot of people that use mobility scooters a little bit as a convenience. They can get around, but it sure makes it a whole lot easier. Clear to people on the other end of the spectrum that really can't do anything without their mobility scooter. So here is everything that Carnival has announced. Going forward, they have announced that if you want to use a scooter on their ships, you need to be able to fit that scooter through your stateroom door. If you are not able to fit that scooter through your stateroom door, you are going to need to rent a scooter from Carnival Cruise Line. Now, I've given this a lot of thought here, and I think that there are a few reasons why they're doing this, and so let's go over it. In some of the releases that I have read, there are some people saying they're not very happy with it. But as I think about it, I honestly think that it is from a safety standpoint. I have been on cruise ships where those mobility scooters are parked in the hallway, and it makes me a little bit nervous. On Holland America is where I have seen it the most. I have seen them parked outside of doors on Holland America ships, as well as in the elevator area. So people could park there and then go to their cabin, and then when they're ready to use their scooter again, come back. And so I just want to say, I think that it's probably a lot to do with safety reasons. If there was an emergency and there was a scooter parked in the hall, I can see that that would maybe make it hard to evacuate passengers, as well as do everything that needs to be done. The other thing that I think is a really bright spot about this is we do have good friends and they need scooters, and they just the other day were commenting about really how exciting it is, all the new developments in scooters. They collapse smaller than they have ever collapsed before. There are ones that are narrower than they have ever been before, so you can actually stay on it and get into a tighter space. And so I just wanted to put this news out here for you so that if you go on a Carnival cruise, you know what to expect, as well as just some things to think about. If you need to get a different scooter and something that might work a little bit easier for you as you travel, that's a really, it's really important to think about all of the things that we need to think about. If you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, will you please go ahead and hit that subscribe button? And if you appreciate my updates, please give this video a thumbs up. Now let's talk about Princess for a minute, and then I've got some updates for you about airline strikes and train strikes in Europe. So first of all, let's touch on the stateroom door decorations on Princess Cruises. There has been a lot of talk about what is going on with that. It all started, I believe, from what I can tell, so tell me what you see as well, with someone posting over on Cruise Critic that they were just sailing on the Regal Princess and they had to take down their door decorations because one of the crew members there told them that Princess has a new policy saying that you can only have cruise line approved items on your door. Well, I have searched and searched, and I cannot find a new announcement from Princess Cruises regarding door decorations. Even on their website, it doesn't talk about that. And so if there is a brand new announcement about that, I think it surely must be internal, or we've got somebody that maybe people were posting, up on their doors things that were inappropriate, and they decided that they needed to just have that practice that no one can have anything on their doors. We have Let's Go family members that were just on the Enchanted this last week, 10 days, and they actually commented to me about how cool the door decorations were and the presence of them there on the Enchanted. So thus far, I have only heard about this going on the Regal Princess, and it's going to be really interesting to see if that is the policy moving forward, if we hear anything else from Princess about this or not. I'll keep you all up to date with anything that I hear, and please tell me anything that you hear. If you wouldn't mind reporting, whatever ship that you are sailing on right now, if they're allowing door decorations, let us know, okay? And I would say that if you've got magnets, you've got fun things that you take and always put on your door, they usually, I wouldn't think, take up much room in your bag, so I would surely take them. I would think that if this is really a big deal and they were no longer going to allow them, we would have heard a press release about it. So if that's coming, I'll keep you posted. But I just wanted to let you know I'm not worried yet about not being able to put up door decorations. So we'll just have to see what's going on. But I really think that maybe someone was advertising things too much, they were too commercial, or something was inappropriate. So we'll just see moving forward. Now, I find this next news so exciting. So the Seward company, which is an Alaska-based real estate development company, has announced that they are going to build a new dock in Seward, Alaska. Now, if you're not familiar with where Seward is, think of where Whittier is. It is right up close to there. If you're not familiar, to sail out of those cruise ports, you fly into Anchorage, and then I would say, I want to say it's about an hour or so drive down. The Princess and whatever cruise line you're on, their transfers work excellent for that. And it's a beautiful, beautiful area. If you have done Alaska before, but you have never flown into into Anchorage and sailed south, or flown into Vancouver and traveled north and disembarked there in Whittier or Seward, it's definitely worth the trip. It is absolutely beautiful. So they are going to build a whole new dock, and the few of the things that are really exciting to me. First of all, right there at Seward is where the Alaska Railroad goes. If you're not familiar with the Alaska Railroad, look it up. They run these really cool runs that go from Seward there in Alaska. They go up through a place called Girdwood, and then you end up in Anchorage at about 6 p.m. in the evening. So if you're wanting to do that, you are going to need to have a later flight out. But a lot of the flights out of Anchorage are later in the evening, and so it should work well for you. That's really important, and you can do that on your own. You're going to need to get from where the ship docks there over to where you need to catch the railroad. And I have also noticed that there are excursions, companies that will pick you up at the cruise terminal there in Seward and take you over to the Alaska Railroad, and it's just kind of a day excursion, a really good way to manage it, I think. Now, the other thing that I think is really exciting is Alaska's announced that this year they are going to be back to their pre-COVID numbers of visitors, of tourists there, not only from cruising, but from everything else. And they are expecting that number to just continue to grow. So it's really exciting that we're going to have another larger cruise port there in Alaska. And I surely need to book a cruise out of Seward. I know that Norwegian goes there right now, and I will add, I should have said it right at the first, that Seward company is partnering along with Turnagain, which is a marine construction company, to build this, as well as with Royal Caribbean. So I am expecting to see some Royal Caribbean ships going out of Seward as well. It'll be fun to see if Princess ends up down there or not. Now, finally, right now, Lufthansa is on strike. It is supposed to end today, and in Germany, they also have some train strikes. In Italy, there have been train strikes. The reason that I'm telling you this is make sure that when you go, you keep really up to date on everything that's going on. We have been abroad before when there have been bus strikes or been train strikes, all sorts of things. And sometimes it's not all of the train lines. So if one line is on strike, some of the others will still go. And at the same time, sometimes you're really just stuck if you were going to take the train. Always keep Uber in your back pocket. You can drive between cities, have someone drive you on Uber, do things like that, because I know that we travel a long time and you spend a lot of money to get to these places, and so you don't want to not be able to see what it was you were going to be able to see. So definitely check the news, check the train schedules, just everything that's going on before you depart on your trip. I really appreciate you all being here with me. I'll see you here again tomorrow, and I'll be talking to you all again really soon. You all take really good care. God bless you. Love you. Bye-bye.